It is indeed Dr. Kirk Moore. And his case began yesterday in Salt Lake City, Utah. There was a gathering and a rally on behalf of Dr. Kirk Moore. Very thankful that our friends over at Died Suddenly, amazing producers, they have flown out to Salt Lake City, Utah, because this is a federal investigation and they aren't allowing any video recording devices in this courtroom. The judge appointed by Donald Trump, already hostile to the defense, coming to aid and abet the prosecution being run, overseen by Pam Bondi, right? So here we have Donald Trump, right, covering up for Epstein's pedos on the same day that they viciously persecute an amazing doctor, a hero who saved so many lives during COVID. We're going to get into that story as well. We are in big trouble, guys. Just think about that today. There is no justice today in the United States of America. There is no truth. And the roller coaster ride that the mainstream news media has dragged this nation on in terms of Epstein and the horrifying nature of the crimes he committed, and also the crimes committed by very powerful, elite, politically backed, politically connected individuals, as high profile as Prince Andrew and even Bill Clinton, okay, is astounding. We are dealing, in my opinion, with a criminal operation, both Democrats and Republicans. It is very clear that Trump is going to cover up for the pedos. And it's not surprising to me, because here on the Shannon Joy Show, we have covered Donald Trump covering up for the Tate Pimps, the second most notorious sex traffickers in the world, right? With over 60 named victims. Colonial Metals Group. Get your gold and silver strategy put together today. This is, again, nothing is changing. So what does that mean? It means that we are still in a situation here in the US with the economy. It's like a train barreling down the track, set on fire, 90 miles an hour with a drunken conductor heading right off a cliff. Like, that's kind of where we are with this economy. And so, especially with the US dollar, our currency, they have taken this as far as they possibly can. Everyone understands this. And this is why gold is now tier 1 status. That's what Ed Dowd was talking about. Gold is money good, meaning you could buy a house with gold. We could see a situation, especially with Texas and Florida now adopting gold and silver as legal tender. That is the first step to their ability to establish a sovereign bank. You have saved your entire life. You're a retiree, and your money is wrapped up in a 401k, IRA, and it's the stock market or even federal government instruments. You have to consider physical gold and silver as a hedge. Doesn't mean you have to go in and go all in on it. It could be a portion, it could be a quarter, less than that, but everyone needs to be hedging right now with physical gold and silver, and also physical gold and silver backing up your retirement. As you guys know, Colonial Metals Group this company is amazing. I trust this company. I know all the primaries. We've been working with them for years, and they take amazing care of this audience. So you're going to want to go to colonialmetalsgroup.com/joy, colonialmetalsgroup.com/joy. See if you qualify for $7,500 in free silver. This is an amazing company. They are not going to give you a pressure sell. They're not going to manipulate. They don't do fear selling in any capacity. They just give you all the information that you need and let you make the decision that is right for you and your family. So colonialmetalsgroup.com/joy. Under indictment in 3 countries, the US, the UK, and Romania, on dozens of charges of rape against and sexual assault against minors, sex trafficking of minors, running a criminal organization, money laundering, tampering with witnesses, you name it. These guys are horrifying. In addition, they're pornographers. We watched in real time just a few months ago as Donald Trump sent one of his special envoys, a presidential envoy, Richard Grenell, to Munich to strong arm and bully the Romanian officials into allowing the Tate brothers to be released from house arrest. Essentially, they weren't under house arrest, but they were not allowed to leave the country of Romania. And Donald Trump sent an envoy. He used diplomatic pressure. He used political capital on behalf of some of the most vile creatures on the face of this planet. Not just the crimes they committed, but the pornography that they produced, and the misogynistic messages, the disgusting, grotesque messages that they sent to, their platforms, men across their platforms. Just vile treatment of women, beating women on camera, abusing women on camera, right? It's all out there, but no one in conservative media ever knew about that, or no one in the conservative movement, rank and file Republicans, Christians who supported Trump and pray for Trump every day. No one knew about any of that because Con Inc., the gatekeepers, refused to tell their audiences. It's astounding. It's astounding how unique this show is, the Shannon Joy Show, and a handful of other shows out there who are reporting on these things completely independently. Right-wing news media, talk radio, The Blaze, Daily Wire, Fox News, nothing, crickets. In fact, many in Con Inc. covered up for those with political power who are acting on behalf of pimps and pedophiles. And that's just the dirty little secret in plain sight about Donald Trump and his entire history of abusing women. He's always been an abuser. He was an abuser since day one. And now it is absolutely no surprise. Very easy for me to say that I told you so. I called this from day one, and I have no pleasure in saying I told you so. This was one of the areas where I wanted to be wrong desperately. But see, here at the Shannon Joy Show, we look at the facts. We take away the emotion. We take away the partisan politics. We take away the left versus right, and we look at what is right in front of our faces that is undeniable, happening in real time, and we report it to you. Everything else, it seems, is just a facade, talking points. And everyone in conservative media is getting rich off of it. I can tell you, it is lucrative for them to cover up these crimes. And now, the play is going to be, well, Trump didn't know anything about it. Well, it's all Pam Bondi's fault. Well, Trump is playing 12-dimensional chess. Well, just trust the plan. This is part of a highly complex, plan by the Trump administration to, on the DL, take out the pimps and the pedophiles, but we don't know anything about it. It's super secret. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. So you're going to see all types of excuse making for Trump. And we're already seeing it with the rhetoric really focusing on Pam Bondi. And I have a clip from Liz Wheeler on the Glenn Beck show that really exemplifies this tactic that we're going to see. So yes, we're going to get that. We're going to get to that today. And other acts of blatant betrayal. I mean, it's been quite a day. I mean, yesterday was quite a day. Trump announced he'll be sending another cache of weapons to Ukraine. Okay, so all the promises about ending the endless wars and the funding the Ukraine war and being the global policeman, all of that rhetoric that conservatives believed that Trump would make good on. Well, it's just, right in your face. It's so humiliating to these Trump humpers. I feel bad for them at how ridiculous they look. Having to carry water for this guy as a conservative, I cannot even fathom it. I can't even fathom it. And meanwhile, the COVID shots are still in the market. mRNA is still in the hopper, 500 new mRNAs for FDA approval because nothing's happening at HHS as well. It's quite a political circus here in the United States of America. So yes, we have a lot to get to today, and we're also going to look at the case of Dr. Moore. Again, thank you to Died Suddenly for putting out a really great overview that is linked to the show notes here on the Shannon and Joy Show. I've also linked you to the memo from Pam Bondi. So let's hit the live chat very quickly. Then we'll go to a quick break and we'll continue with the news of the day. Buskman is with us on the live chat. Great to see you. Nostradamus joins us. Nautical is with us on the live chat as well. Great to see you as well. Who else do we have here? Rothen Walker. Yeah. Why would we expect that Trump is under threat and afraid rather than complicit? What suggests that? Nothing. It's just a weird hope that Trump really, really isn't bad, just controlled. And we're going to see that as well. You guys know my theory, the working theory here on the Shannon Joy Show is that front-facing political leaders like senators, congressmen, presidents, and the heads of departments, people like Bobby Kennedy Jr., for example, and Anthony Fauci, for example, Joe Biden. In my opinion, these are not the true power players. They have some power, but they are the front-facing power players to the public. And I think that the job really is for them to engage in the political theater of left versus right, keep everything very confusing and confounding, always move the goalposts, right? And move the victories further and further away and just keep us mired in this hopelessly divided state here in the United States of America. And they have a little bit of power, but they likely get pretty rich and very wealthy and very connected. In exchange for that, they play